think a song that reminds me of my childhood is Bohemian Rhapsody. I think when I was I definitely under 8 or 7 or something like that, I tried to write out the lyrics. So you can imagine a child's handwriting, super, what's the word, discombobulated? You could say that, right? It's just kind of all over the place, completely wrong spelling, but having known all the lyrics or thinking I know the lyrics, spelling things phonetically and mishearing things. And yeah, I think my dad played a lot of rock music in the car on the way to school and on the way to camping trips and stuff, so Queen was a big part of my childhood. First album I ever remember buying was Dashboard Confessional Swiss Army. Is it Romance or Swiss Army? I think it's called that. And I think I had a Sanity gift card for my birthday or something. So I went to Sanity or whatever it was, HMV maybe, and just got albums that looked cool. So I got Jack Johnson On and On as well because it was bright yellow. So I'm pretty sure it's called On and On. Anyway, yeah, those are two that I remember anyway. To be honest, one of the first albums I remember being obsessed with is Delta Goodrem, Innocent Eyes. And I just looked up to her so much when I was 10, and she had all those huge hits off that record, and I was just learning to play guitar and piano and starting to accompany myself singing, so I got her sheet music, the book for that album, and I sat at the piano I wanted to be her. I didn't graduate from high school. I left after year 11. One of the songs from high school that I just remember having a big moment to was Doo Doos and Woah-Ohs by Kiss Chasey. It's kind of the song me and my best friend Claire bonded over. There's this thing called the Performing Arts Festival at my school, and you have to do dance and drama and music and whatever else. And that was one of the songs that we just rocked out to. I don't really remember what the performance was, but yeah, that'd be as close as it gets. I reckon the album that made me want to start a band was probably Let Go by Avril. That's called Let Go, isn't it? That's what it's called. Yeah, and that came out when I was in year 6, and I still love that record. I love every song on it, and it was probably the first time I wanted to be a rock chick, I think, because I was pretty into Missy Higgins and Delta Goodrem and stuff like that. So I was pretty mellow, and having played acoustic guitar, I was just on the chill. But when Avril came out, I was I need an electric guitar. Well, the closest I've ever probably got to moshing is listening to Rage Against the Machine. It came on when we went out to Frankie's after our Sydney show recently. What song was it? I don't remember, but let's go pretty hard to that. I wish I'd written Drop to Jupiter. I love that song. I love the lyrics. I love the visuals and I don't know, you kind of get a whole body experience from those lyrics, and super uplifting. That's my style. I think my favourite song I've ever written is called Oxygen, and that might change as I keep developing my relationship with the songs on Underworld, but I think that's just a moment for us that I was really proud that that song came out, and it was one of the last songs we wrote for Limitless, and Wack and I just wrote it on piano. And on the record we actually used some of the demo vocals in the bridge because they were just so sort of in the moment and so tender and vulnerable and exposed, and that was kind of what stage I felt like I was in my life, and the vibe we were trying to capture was on the same wavelength as Bittersweet Symphony. So that's kind of our Bittersweet Symphony, Oxygen. Right now, my most played album is Catfish and the Bottlemen. I don't remember the name of the record, but it's got a crocodile on it. And yeah, I think, again, the lyrics, they're pretty genius in this way of just speaking your mind and not worrying how it sounds, and being quite casual but so relatable and kind of just rock and roll, and it kind of just makes you feel carefree. And the first time I listened to it was on a road trip from Sydney to Brisbane, and I just will remember how that felt for a long time. One of the records I listened to in full recently, again, I don't really remember the name of the record. I think it's self-titled, but it's called Jordan Island with the Purple Orchestra. So it's pretty far out, but it's real orchestral, enchanting music, and you just really go to another place. It's you're in a secret garden when you listen to it, because it's all the movements of the instruments just feel like a flower blooming, or rain falling off leaves or something. It's real visual. And yeah, it's beautiful to see.